Everybody, and welcome to Thursday here in Monaco, and welcome to the Monaco Grand Prix. For the first time in its entire history, Formula 3 are going to be racing around the streets of the Principality. Also, the first time since 2012 when we had the GP3 to Formula 3 area as well. So GP3 have raced here in the past, but Formula 3 never have. But it's all going to be different coming into this year as well. We've got F1 TV producing the world feed away from Tele Monte Carlo. So we're going to see new shots, new angles and everything getting ready. No more of the exclusive deal, which means that a Renault-powered support series must be on the course, which means Formula 3 can finally come back here to Monaco. Also thrown in the mix as well, the Porsche Super Cup start this weekend. And we're currently trying to work out if we can broadcast that as well at the same time. Alongside me, the commentary box for this first practice session is Josh T. Good morning, Josh, as well, or sort of just after good afternoon. Thursday practice is back, but it's only support series.
Yes, it is. Hello, everybody. Well, we're in Monaco last weekend. Unfortunately, we didn't get any running, but I hope everything is okay over there in the Emilia-Romagna region. But our eyes look forward to Monaco F3 first, then F2, then the Porsches a little bit later on. But F1 starts in a day and 3 minutes, so yeah, only around 24 hours.
And it's going to be a good look to see how the cars are going to be here actually as well, because the rain has started to come down here at Monte Carlo. So the Formula 3 practice session will be on wet tyres, and then we'll see if it dries up in time for Formula 2. But the rain has just sort of decreased slightly. We're going to see chances of rain throughout the weekend here as well. By the way, our timing screens haven't updated from the Melbourne feature race for Formula 3, so that might explain why you are seeing Gabriele Bortoleto winning in practice, but really it was a feature race. It was Saucy, Mini, Fornaroli, Zach O'Sullivan in P5 as well, who won the sprint race in Australia. But the cars getting ready, because in around about 90 seconds time the green light will go on. Monaco is the biggest harbour and marina port in the world on race day. And across this weekend, you can see them just outside on the ocean front as well, and inside the harbour, the jet skis going around as well. And of course, the Red Bull Flow to Home is back this year. Everything getting ready. I can see they can do another Red Bull victory as well. Maybe this time as well, we'll get to see them falling in, because of course it's the Monaco Grand Prix, and straight after it's the Indianapolis 500. Our coverage of that also getting ready tomorrow with Carb Day. There was a 15-minute shakedown later, just to make sure all the cars are working. So we're all being prepared for that. We've also got a special show about Stefan Wilson and Graham Rahal coming into the mix as well. So we are about 90 seconds away. I believe we're going to have the Formula 3 intro shortly, and then we'll get ready for all of the action from the 2023 Monaco Grand Prix weekend. And Alex Jake's gone trackside as well. No Alex Brundle this weekend as well, so I'm wondering who's going to be there. I think Harry Benjamin is commentating on the Formula 3 though. Or is it Chris McCarthy? We'll see which one it will be shortly as well. But the Principality looking as beautiful as ever. You can't overtake at Monaco, they say. Well, this class can. Formula 3, I think we're going to see quite an unusual action coming into this one as well. I think we are now going to get ready to cross over to the commentary box as the session is about to start. So I'll hand it over for our introductory music. The green light is on and practice is underway. Welcome to Monte Carlo for the FIA Formula 3 Championships third round of the season. We've had a cancellation in Emilia-Romagna. This means technically it's saying round 4, but this is the third round of the season here in Monaco. So the cars are venturing out on a very wet circuit. The first time Formula 3 have been here since 2012. That was back in the GP3 days. Technically, as I was saying earlier, if you joined us before the World Feed linked in, this is the first time Formula 3 have ever visited this circuit as well. Tele Monte Carlo is gone. F1 TV producing the coverage as well, which means we should see some interesting little angles as well. And look at that. That is the camera at the Lowe's hairpin actually moving. So this is going to be even better. But Josh T is joining me in the commentary box. It's wet for a 45-minute practice session, and all cars heading out there on wet tyres. It's a baptism of fire for what this weekend could be.
Yeah, it is very wet. Even some of the F1 vans and F3 vans still in the pit lane getting ready, because of course this is today's Thursday, not Friday. F1 starts tomorrow. So just to support series practice day today with the F3, F2 later on in the courses after the F2, but venturing out on the circuit, and our timing screens still haven't updated.
No, timing screens still haven't changed over as well, but I can assure you we are into the practice session of 45 minutes. Timing screens take a while to load in. Fingers crossed they're going to be sorted soon. On board with Gabriele Bortolelli, the current championship leader. And look at this angle coming out of turn 1 and up the hill. My goodness me. This is F1 TV producing the coverage, not Tele Monte Carlo. And I really like that shot coming out of Saint-Devote, up Beau Rivage, into Massenet, and then Casino Square. Look at that new angle. Oh, wow. I'm liking this. This is looking fantastic.
We are 3 minutes now into the practice session, and we can already tell that it isn't Tele Monte Carlo, and that is saying something.
It's a lot better, it's a lot nicer. There's Oliver Gray, the loading car in number 20. And great shot coming out of Portier 1 into Portier 2. And before the tunnel, oh, lovely stuff at the exit. That is super close to the cars as they get a load of wheel spin into the tunnel with a great close-up angle. Oh, my. Ha ha!
Oh,
got a yellow flag,
yellow.
sector 1, so someone's locked up. We'll see you in shortly. And that's coming down into the Nouvelle chicane with some great close-ups. Oh, this is brilliant. Already, as you said, 3 minutes in, and we can big time tell the difference between Tele Monte Carlo and Formula 1 and Formula 1 management. This is into the back. Oh, and a beautiful camera out of the back into the swimming pool chicane. Still got the classic cameras, of course, but they've added, I think, 30 new camera angles, including this one here into the chicane. Brilliant! Low angle. Oh, it's back into Rascasse. I've missed that angle a lot. The tight shot of the cars coming in. Let's take a look at a replay at a new angle we've got down at Saint-Devote. It's Sophia Flörsch locking up, going straight on onto the bricks and doing a 360 to hopefully get out of there. But it's just a bit too wet there into the braking zone.
Yeah, that was... we'll see a lot of that today, and definitely into tomorrow, and even Saturday, and even the races. We'll see a lot of that. The old Formula E layout off to the right there. Of course, on the exit of turn 1, not used anymore. Formula do use the layout that F1, F2 and F3 use, but a lot of spray going up the hill.
Already, this is making me more excited to watch the Formula 1 Grand Prix. Look at this, new angle as well, coming into Mirabeau on the inside as well. This is, oh, hello, that's a angle shot on a crane line as well. Into the Lowe's hairpin, or the Fairmont hairpin as well. Into Portier 1 and 2, a little bit of a twitch there from car 6 of Oliver Galeth as well. Into Portier and then under the tunnel towards the Nouvelle chicane. Already, look at that angle through the swimming pool as well. That looks fantastic as they get the spray up as well as soon as the exit. I'm already enjoying this. Car Collects on the lap time is like, I'm already enjoying this way more than what we had at Tele Monte Carlo. This is a great look at how fast Monaco can really be.
It really is, but Colette is on a lap time. We'll get the first look at lap times in the wet around Monaco, and also first look at lap times that a Formula 3 car can do around Monaco in the wet.
Hopefully the timing screens come available shortly as well, because all the data apart from the tweet deck you are seeing is incorrect. Colette out of Anthony Nogue, sliding the rear of the tyres as well. So the first lap time then on the board. We understand the timing systems are currently down, but Colette goes fastest, 150.605. We understand that actually the timing towers are currently down, which is always a interesting thing as they fly through. And this is Johnny Edgar having a few issues at the back of the track, isn't it, Josh? That's at Nivelle.
Yep, just quite a little bit of a massive slide through there.
So that's
number 12.
Yeah. And that's this is now Ras Kass, the MP Motorsport coming up. Or where is that? Couldn't quite tell on that angle. A bit of a slide coming out of Portier. I'm loving that we get a nice little shot. Jesus Alvarez just said, obviously it's wet for practice, so there'll be a bit of shenanigans, but F3 look fun around Monaco. Smaller, less downforce visibly hanging on as well. And already on board with Bortolelli. You might notice there's a new little gap in the fence down towards the back. If you lock up at the Nouvelle chicane and go straight on, you now can rejoin the track via a cut-in as well down the straight. So that is now there.
I think was there last year.
No, it was there last year for only Formula 3, but then it got boarded up at the exit of Friday because it was causing problems. This year it's been brought back permanently and can be used across F3, F2, F1 and Porsche Supercups this year. So if you lock up down there, you can rejoin the track from a side road as well. That's new this year. But it was the same in Formula Formula E as well. Mayney's top, 145.249. Bortelli is 0.070 down.
That's what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of Formula E, not Formula 1. Yeah, but there'll be a marshal controlling that, so if there's cars coming by.
Yeah, there's a red light to stop and a green light to go. Yeah. The marshal controlling that little button as well as we look down. Beautiful shot here as Montoya goes fastest, 143.924. Beautiful shot of up the hill through Beau Rivage in towards Massenet, and then down at the Nouvelle chicane coming in towards Tabac. Here's Gabriel Marti now as well. Oh no, it's Jose Maria Marti, sorry. Been off since Australia with Formula 3. Marti's up by 3.5 tenths as well. We've still not got our timing screens operational here in the comms box as well. It's still showing Australia. Yellow, sector 1.
No doubt.
Yeah, Saucy up to second. Must be turn 1 at Saint-Devote, you're right. Marti's coming in the last corner. Finally, Golo goes into 10th position. Montoya's still fastest. Paul Laurent goes fastest. Sullivan second. Go on, Josh.
If it's sector 1 at Monaco, 9 times out of 10 it's turn 1, and it is turn 1. As we go into that sector now, and there's yellow flag.
Yeah, green flag at the exit, so where's that yellow? As well, here's the reason. This is the 30 of Roberto Ferra in the PHM Racing by Charroux, having a few moments on the circuit. Alice Powell in the commentary box alongside, I believe, Harry Benjamin. It was Nicola Tusolo who, for ART, went straight on down at Saint-Devote. Wonderful little camera angle we got down there this year as well. Just trying to see who's actually in the commentary box alongside Alice. As timing screen still not operational. Another yellow sector 1 now as well as we come through the swimming pool for Franco Colapinto, sliding it around, jumping over the curbs into Las Cas as well. Yellow sector 2, and that's never a good thing because the second sector is quite tight with no look at runoff, so that could cause a red flag if we're not careful. Cross the line, and we've got, is that Brown in top? Yeah, and now Franco Colapinto top, 142.796 as well. Will Buxton has just tweeted everybody as well. That first year that F1 will be running the broadcast in Monaco alongside the regular Monaco crew. Can already see what seem to be a few new angles as Pan Thompson starting counts F3 practice, as this is a little bit of a drama at the chicane area as well. Can't tell who it is at the moment. It's the 17 getting through on the 20. So it's going to be Kyle Collette getting ahead of someone I can't get on my screen at the moment. Oliver Gray. So
I'm on F3 Twitters, Josh. And
Yeah,
you know
yes.
how at the start of the session they say like something like let's take on Monaco for some practice, and then they put a link to the live timing.
oh yeah.
Well, I've scrolled to the comments to see what people are saying about the no live timing, and one person's using Lando Norris's quote, "I can't, it's broken."
Yeah, honestly, they need to fix these systems as well. But yeah, this is F1. So apparently Tele Monte Carlo is still involved, but F1 are now producing the shots. But I can clearly tell this is an F1 TV production, not a Tele Monte Carlo production. Montoya, third fastest at the moment. There's a lot of traffic coming to Rascasse as well in these wet conditions, and there's going to be a few hold-ups as well. I think Formula 3 is going to be a fantastic race around Monaco. Cars can overtake, got speed, and I think Formula 3 is going to be the race of the weekend, unless Formula 1 is wet, as Montoya does a 1:41.855. Time screen's still not working. Hopefully they'll update soon. Is that Frederick? Up into 8th position, yep. On board with the Trident and Bortoletto. Oh, shifting through the gears, coming into Portier. No longer Portier, because look at all the buildings that you exit there.
Yeah.
They've covered up the fake harbour with AWS branding. It's brilliant. It's the first year also, by the way, that Formula One themselves are doing the track advertising as well as the TV. So no more ruining the start procedure with Tag Heuer, the official watch of the Monaco Grand Prix. We've got a new angle this year, which, as I tweeted out, it's akin to what we saw in 2013 and what we used to see at Monaco as well, which is a low left-hand driver shot up towards the lights and the drivers in front as well, so you can see the whole grid coming on a curve and not just the two at the front of the grid with the giant advertising boarding. So you might have seen that angle already. We're coming away to Bortoletto. If you're watching along with us as well, you'll see the camera that we are going to be using for the start. Nope, because we're going to go on board, unfortunately. But yeah, and also I've just noticed there actually, Josh, the start lights don't have the F1 electronic board. They are the pure start lights. I've just noticed on the onboard. We haven't seen that shot yet. So that's interesting that they haven't put it on.
Yeah, I know what angle you're talking about now.
Yeah, there's this one here. This is Browning. Are we going to cut to the off shot with Browning? Yeah, this one here. That's the shot we're going to have for the start this year. Browning to the top, 141.269. So yeah, that's we're going to have a nice clean shot, and I'm so excited for it because it's my favourite shot in all of Monaco. And I'm so happy it's back because we've got a yellow sectors 1 and 2. It's green now. Saucy goes up to 8th position as well. Timing tower is still not activating, but as you know, if you heard from Josh, it's a problem with themselves trackside as well. And there's a little bit of foliage on the track there with some trees and leaves falling on as well. As we come into Lowe's hairpin, tight inside line for the 16, and a bit of a slide in the back. Do you know, I've got a smile on my face. I'm falling back in love with Monaco, Josh. A track I absolutely adore. Oh, Bortoletto nearly into the wall at the back, losing the rear of the car as well. It's treacherous in a Formula 3 car as well out there at the moment. But I'm stood in the commentary box with a smile on my face in Monaco. I can't remember this ever happening before. This is brilliant stuff.
Yeah, well, good point here from Nico, who replied to Hazel Southwell's tweet that you pointed out just earlier on in the broadcast. I am still curious how they are making that's a car off in turn 1.
It is the number 20, so I believe that is going to be Oliver Gray. And this is Bortoletto. Look, he just turns into the back, loses the rear, and nearly puts in the wall.
Yeah. Well, Nico said, I'm still curious how they are making 30 cars go into 28 grid spots.
Oops.
There are 28 grid spots in...
Oh, and
that's
Ida
Cohen.
Touching the wall, but luckily in the right angle coming through the top of the hill in Beau Rivage into Massenet hitting the wall, but I don't think has caused any damage. There's a little bit of wing damage, but they can repair that. But wow, talk about getting away with it, lucky.
So, Hazel, I said, decent odds does a couple of pit lane starts. That's either what they're probably hoping for, or they're just going to have to paint 2 extra grid spots on, depending on how far back the cars have to go.
Let's take a look at the race control notes as well. I'll just get them up as well. 2023 FAA Formula 1. Oh, there's a lot of foliage on the circuit as well. It's causing some issues. So the race director's notes get put out every day, well, every weekend as well. So this is usually how we get access to everything. We have them up in our commentaries. Marty goes top. They want 40.787. The track is drying up incredibly quickly. Let's go to F1 official documents. And Monaco group qualifyings as well. So don't forget, with F3 and F2, we have a segregated qualifying system with qualifying A and qualifying B. We'll get into that tomorrow. We'll be covering qualifying live as well as practice, as we will do hopefully for the remainder of the season.
I don't see anything
Yellows?
on
No, I'm not either.
Oh, well, that's sector 2, the yellows. That's the number 30 going wide to get out the way of Browning.
It could be down towards Rascasse area as well. So I'm just having a look at starting grids. I'm not seeing anything as well. No, I'm not hearing.
Oh, that's why.
There we go. It's the 25 in the wall. So that is going to be Hector Barber. Oh, and that's Hugh. Sorry, it's Hugh Barter, and it's the 5 straight on as well. That is Gabriele Bortoletto, who's going to the wall. Let's just pass over to the radio quickly.
Barter 5 reverse, or is that going to be day done? Doesn't look like he's got it too deep, but that front wing certainly taken a hit. They synchronise reverse, and Barter then.
Well, it looks like synchronised crashing. They've both got away with it, thankfully, as they come through. Bad time for your phone to ring as well when you're expecting a call from Google as well. Oh, and that's Bortoletto at the top of the hill at Massenet, who's also come to a stop and gets going again. So, championship leader stopping as well out there. I'm just having a look at practice starts. No one there. Reconnaissance lads, removal from the grid, suspending a race. You are absolutely right. I'm not hearing anything about possible start problems as well. So, Bortoletto just struggling back around the circuit. We're more than half the session, by the way, and we still don't have any live timing. Someone's forgot to flick the system on as well, haven't they? What's Twitter saying?
Hopefully it's fixed for F2.
I don't doubt it.
Wow. Bortoletto just crawling and getting it back to the pit lane.
Yeah, very interesting one. As they come through, just reading some interesting messages right now. As we see a replay.
That's what happened at this occasion.
So this is the 10 of. This is going to be. This is Franco Colapinto getting tagged by the back of the 7, I believe. So that's Kaylen Frederick down at the chicane. He's getting a little bit of a rub-in. Everyone is saying, by the way, Sean Kelly. Apparently on ESPN3, the F1 International feed never actually turned on. So at least we've got it here in the UK. That's probably why our viewing has been up a little bit. Sean Kelly has said, who's the virtual stat man, with F1 now controlling the terrestrial television pictures of Monaco for the first time, it is immediately noticeable that most of the camera angles are completely different. There's our angle that we're going to have for the start. We just saw it there with Marty, and oh boy, does it look so much like the original. I am so happy. It's back. The angle is back. The one I've wanted to see for over 20 years. We got it back in 2013 for like a year, but I am so happy that angle is back. Yellow sector 2 gone green again. That's probably down at Mirabeau, and it was at Mirabeau. Oh, that angle, I love it. I hope you spotted it, Josh. That was on the TV pictures. That was something as well. Is Obi in the commentary box? Is he in the background?
Yes, but muted.
Ah, right. Hi, just hello, Omi. I'm not going to throw to you or anything, just saying hello. Nice to have you. as Gabriel Mini, 30th overall at the moment, closes in. Anything on Twitter about this ludicrous imagery with no F3 timings? We're searching, and nothing's happening.
Multiple, yes.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Get us our timings back because they're just not working as they fly through. Yeah, no live timing. Your live timing isn't working. Please put the live timing. Live timing is broken. It's broken. Live timing set on moment. Yep, so everyone's still saying it's broken. This is Caelan Frederick at the top of the hill at Massenet into Beau Rivage and loses the rear and drifts into the side of the barrier, exactly the same we saw earlier on as well, to the top of the hill, very sliding, and it's the second time today a car brushes the barrier at the top, but no damage. These Formula 3 cars are very much going forward as well. A shame that the live timing doesn't work. Yellow sectors 1 and 2. And there's cars coming out of the pit lane. Oh, and then we've got a spinner at the top of the hill. It's the number 12 of Johnny Edgar, who is facing the wrong way at the top of the hill. And there's a new speed limit now, by the way, with double yellow flags that drivers have to akin to. So the double yellows are out at the top of the hill.
That's only a single for some reason.
Yeah, but there's a double yellow further back on the track. But sector 1 is out. This might have to be a red flag to recover the car. We'll tell you if it is, or a virtual safety car at least. Let's see how Johnny Edgar does it. Coming at the top of the hill, loses the rear, spins round, drifts, and has come stationary. The 8 nearly hit him, my goodness me. Car 8 of Gregory Saucy nearly going straight into him, having a moment himself. Track's blocked. And I think the car's stalled as well. They're gonna Golov goes 5th, 140.239. They might have to red flag this in order to get that car out of the way. Green flag's just at the exit, but with a double yellow flag, there's now a new speed limit that the drivers have to contend with as well, which is set by the wet safety car delta time for across all sessions. So a double yellow flag is now a restricted speed limit, so everyone's going to be told that as well. There's a 16 coming back in of Luke Browning, who's currently P1, or 139.270, the fastest we've had so far in this practice session. No red flag yet, Josh. Well, we've got everything back, but it's the Automotive Club de Monaco and the FIA who joint run this race as well. And obviously the clerk of the course and the race director deeming that we don't need a red flag despite a car being dead centre in the middle of the track at the most blind point of the circuit as well. Race control incident involving Franco Colapinto and Frederick is noted causing a collision down at turn 10 at Nuremberg, but where's the red flag?
Non-existent.
Yeah.
There we go.
It is. Red flags practice is stopped, and that's about 2 minutes too late in my opinion as well. You've had cars going through there 3 times already as well. Track's still very greasy, but there's a little dry line appearing at the heavy braking parts of the circuit. Into Mirabeau, you can see one, but red flag is out. And also, by the way, in case we I don't know if it's in a wide shot yet, the Lowe's hairpin, but from what I understand, from what I understand, the imagery that was distracting the drivers for several years, which was of a very, very beautiful young woman advertising some perfume, has been removed because the drivers, this is honest to God a story, the drivers complained that because of the positioning, they would come out of the lowest hairpin, and when they'll be looking up, the first thing they see would be that woman staring down at them, and everyone got distracted because it was turning their braking point. So, got a bit of a picture break up at the moment. We're just seeing Johnny Edgar's car perfectly stationed. There we go. Cameron must have had a bit of a failure. But yeah, so that I believe has been removed as the car comes back through. There's a crane in every part of the circuit, which means in the race we shouldn't see that much red flags. Oh, I always scared seeing a car up in the air because I just think it's going to fall. But hang on a minute, how's he got live timing? How's he got on his iPhone there? Other brands of phones are available. We haven't got any live timing.
British GT have retweeted something from Donington Park. Track accident, because it's testing. Track accident on a Thursday. It's like Monaco, but in the Midlands.
Better track. No, but honestly, this one practice session, I'm standing in the commentary box and it's making me fall in love with Monaco more It's reminding me of what we used to see back in the early 2000s of Monaco. And that was produced by Tele Monte Carlo. So why the hell we had about 20 other years of absolute hell, I have no idea. Are we going to see anything from our TV pictures yet? No. Is our data screens ever going to work? No. Am I getting a bit frustrated that we've got no live timing? Yes. Can we tell who's where? No. And the other thing is, FIA Formula 3 aren't even acknowledging that the timing's broken. Yeah, and everyone's saying that there's no live timing. So we're going to hand over now as well. Session will resume at 13:57, which is 30 seconds down. So we're not going to, in the end. I have 18 minutes to go. It's Harry Benjamin in the commentary box. I can hear him. Practice for Formula 2 will be underway at 1:55 British summer time as well. As there is Juan Pablo Montoya talking with his son Sebastian Montoya. And with Juan Pablo Montoya being a winner of the Monaco Grand Prix, he can definitely give some advice to his son Sebastian as to how to master the circuit, because he won on this configuration, of course. And here's Johnny Edgar's spin again, Josh, just locking the rears, and round he goes. And with the Formula 3 car, that's going to be quite entertaining coming into the race day if that happens all the time. And Marshall with the red helmet. Oh, it's all coming back to me. Sorry, the Marshall with the red helmet we used to see on the formation lap with the cars going past his visor because he wears a reflective visor.
Yeah.
Go on. It's just memories.
Yeah. White helmet is Marshall, red helmet is firefighter, and
yeah. Can I just put that? Look,
there's,
you recognise that camera shot of the pit exit because we've seen that for years. So why the hell they couldn't just zoom out and give us the shot we wanted to? I never know, but Formula 1 will. That's how we'll see the 5-light start procedure across Formula 3, Formula 2 and Formula 1. Continue what you're saying.
Yeah, well, it is... I forgot what I was going to say now.
Sunshine. Top of the hill.
Yep. Oh, yeah, wow.
Track will start drying out quite quickly now. Love it if we had some timings.
There is a whole video somewhere of what helmet means what on with the marshals and stuff at Monaco.
It is quite confusing, isn't it? I think the red helmet is obviously fire marshal.
Yeah.
We've got yellow helmets, white helmets as well that are required, mandatory to wear. Best marshals in the world here in Monaco. Some of the British marshals even come over here and do it as well. British marshals, Monaco marshals, same team units as well, but the marshals in Monaco, so fast, so efficient as well. There's the little rejoin the track I was talking to you about earlier on, by the way, down there on JFK Boulevard. Seeing a lovely establishing shot then coming through. Yeah, I wonder why the F1 timing tower isn't there, but good shot there. Coming into the background. 30 cars lining up on the grid though for Formula 3. It's going to be absolutely insane. I'm very much looking forward to that.
It's going to be chaos.
Turn 1, in 2012 when we had Formula 3 here. In race 1 we had a multi-car pileup in turn 1, and then in race 2 Alex Brundle flipped Alice Powell into the wall at the opening corner. So yeah, not a great memory there. That's probably why Alex isn't here. And Alice is on call for both of them. I think Alice is back at Biggin Hill alongside Harry Benjamin, and we've got Alex Jakes trackside. I know that for sure because he's working there this weekend. So that's sliding through, looping over a few more times. Browning, Colapinto, O'Sullivan, Marty, Golas, top 5. Don't forget also we've got the F1. Oh, lock up for Carla into the braking zone for the Nouveau chicane. Jumps over the sleeping policeman as well. Gets on a good exit speed. Into to back, flicks the car in. Gets a nice controlled exit. Track's starting to dry out. Those wet tyres are starting to blister now. So, because there's not enough dampness on the track. So I reckon at the end of this session, Josh, we could see a set of slicks being bolted on and someone being brave. May as well have a go.
Possible.
Get a run for qualifying tomorrow.
Possible.
Qualifying, by the way, now tomorrow, Thursday, is just the support series practice. We've got F3, F2 and Porsche Super Cup out there. Tomorrow, we, as Kyle Collectors goes fastest by 0.7 of a second, 1:38.530, so the track definitely getting quicker. So yeah, tomorrow we've got F3 quali, F2 quali, F1 practice 1 and 2, and the Porsche Super Cup practice qualifying session. Saturday, we've got the sprint for F3 and F2 alongside F1 practice 3 and qualifying. Sunday, we've got Formula 3 feature, F2 feature,
start.
Porsche Super Cup, and then we've got the main Grand Prix for F1 as well.
I believe red helmet is fire.
Yeah.
Yellow is, as we've got yellow in sector
Sector
1.
one.
Yellow's like senior fire or something like that.
The fire marshal. Yeah.
Silver.
Oh, we got a
is-
double come off.
Whoa.
The 21 is spinning, coming into the casino square as well. He's damaged the rear barrier. Hunter Yanni gets a 360 and gets going again. But that was a bit of a danger with oncoming
That was
traffic. And there's a bit of debris now from his rear wing into the braking zone as well.
Yeah, that's a bit of the barrier advertising.
Do you know, I thought I knew every inch of Monaco. I'm seeing new angles this year, which make me look at it differently as well. It's really bizarre. There's Gabriele Bortoletto, who's coming across 19th at the moment. Should go fastest though with this time. Cross it, and second, 1:38.529, so down by 45 thousandths. But 1:37.334 at the top then as well for Fornaroli. And Slicks, as I said, Slicks going on.
Yep. Well, that's for the number 11 for Boyer.
So Mario Boyer going to try it. As Cohen goes 7th, 1:38.772. This is Hunter Yanni's spin at the top of the hill. Exactly the same. That's 3 of 3 cars we've seen going off at the top of the hill into Beau Rivage and Massenet.
Yeah. And a nice drift out of the 360.
10 out of 10 for style and commitment. Is our practice timing going to work? No. No is the answer to that. Still on Melbourne. 12 minutes to go of practice session and the timings aren't working. It's ridiculous. It's an embarrassment, to be fair. Just having a look. I think they've turned off tweets, Josh. No, I don't think they've turned off the answers. Because I'm not getting anybody tweeting out any replies.
They're still there for me.
Just type in, there's no timings. Browning goes top, 1:36.015. Goes ahead. Slick tyres on then for the number 10 of Franco Colapinto. Let's see what he can do as he heads yellow sector 2. As Colapinto breaks it towards Sandavot. Looks the rear a little bit round up there, up Beau Rivage towards Massenet and Casino Square. Yellow out again then, sector 2. Love to see where this is going to be. Green flag out now. Gray goes 8th, 1:39.411. Yeah, apologies that we haven't got any timings on our screens. It's not our fault. It is the fault of Formula 3. We've been hearing from many people on Twitter that the timings are not working. We are trying to get them back because, believe me, we're now working blind up here in the commentary box almost. And this was the reason for the
That's
yellow.
what happened.
It's P1, number 1. Going straight on as well of Paul Aron. Going straight on at the Lowe's hairpin. And of course, just getting it out, I reckon. He's going to have to engage reverse gear. Does so. Lips it back around. Now we join the 14 of Sebastian Montoya coming through Portier and under the tunnel section here. Drifting it up close. New safer barrier been installed at the exit of the tunnel here in Monaco, by the way.
Yep, there is. Around 1,500 blocks of Tech Pro barrier around the Monaco Grand Prix circuit.
Absolutely insane, isn't it, as well, to have that? Stewards have been given a message. Car 10, that's Franco Colapinto, car 7, Frederick will be investigated after the session for causing a collision. Can't be a grid penalty or anything like that. It's not going to be needed that much. It's still very damp. There's our new look at the new light systems. Can't wait to see that on play on Saturday and Sunday. Like a kid at Christmas when those lights come on and we can see the entire track.
Well, this practice session you've been like a kid inside a candy shop, which is inside a candy shop, which is inside a candy shop, which is inside another candy shop.
True on Inception, isn't it, as well? I don't know if you're dreaming or awake coming in with this. 9 minutes to go. We are not seeing anything on our timings, and it's really frustrating because hopefully they'll fix it for qualifying tomorrow, but chances are they won't. So we could be without timings the entire weekend. My goodness. I hope Formula 2's better because it's the same admin for Formula 3 and Formula 2, and if that's not working for F3, we could be having another nightmare with F2 coming up shortly as well. Mansell. 1:30 going through it. Reminder, the timing tower and the clocks are wrong, as well as the commentary section. The only thing that's right is the tweet deck we've got alongside us, and our commentary, obviously. So I think wet's going back on. Yellow again. That's sector 1. That's Santa Vault, isn't it?
Yeah, no doubt, turn 1.
Slicks, soft slicks going on the front here. That's an interesting goal for Luke Browning.
Number 16, part of the Williams Driver Academy.
Yeah, we've got soft, medium and hard, and it's the soft tyres here this weekend alongside the mediums. So we're going to see some interesting strategy. Oh, hello, we've got a yellow flag at the exit of the pit lane. What's happened here? The 27.
27, Taylor Barnard.
Yeah, Taylor Barnard's just stopped at the exit of pit lane and spotted a yellow out in pit lane. The car's just died, but it's blocking the exit, so got to get out of the way. You can't put, you're just pushing a bit forward into some parking area, but is it a wheel nut loose? Is it? I don't. Well, they've zoomed in on that, so I presume it's a wheel nut loose on Taylor Barnard's car. Love to see a replay shortly. Is it loose? It seems to be staying on to me. I think it might have just died.
There's Marshall's there, mate.
Yep. Be careful. Out comes the 4 of Leonardo Fornaroli. 1.3 seconds off the leader at the moment in P2. Up into 3rd place. 138.088 as well. Now, we've got several other cars coming through as well. That's Garcia gone 2nd.
Yep, Colapinto on the mediums.
He's down as well on these sector times. Not looking quick at all, is he? So, apparently, this is round 4 of the season, despite the fact that round 3 got cancelled. So, what round is it? That's a question we need to ask ourselves. Is this, for Formula 1, is this round 6 or is it round 7? Because F3 have just said it's round 4, when they never had a round 3. So, what is it? Because round 3 got completely cancelled.
On the F1, F2, F3 website, they're not displaying the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix as cancelled. Oh, and that's
16. Browning in the wall, and that's going to be
hairpin.
That'll be a red flag. Front wing's off too.
Yeah. They're displaying it not as cancelled, but as called off. So they might be counting that round just as called off as we've got a virtual safety car.
Yeah, VSC going out then. So that will be double yellow flags and a new procedure. As I said, for when we get back to that, it will be a speed limit for double yellows. So they've called it off, but it's not cancelled, even though it is cancelled.
Yeah.
Right. So, where
It's
do we go?
cancelled, but not cancelled.
So what round is it then?
Round 4, it looks like.
But
They're
we're not
just
going to go
counting-
back. We're not going to go back later in the season and call it round 3, are
No.
we?
No.
What on earth are we going on? Well, this is just silly. It's round 6 until we get told otherwise, isn't it? So for F1, it's round 6. For Formula 3, this is round 3. Round 3 in Imola got called off. So this is round 3 of the season right here. And
Yes.
well, he's got going again. And that's Browning, so we can get rid of the virtual safety car.
His front wings
Yeah.
Damaged though, very wonky.
Let's take care of it. Back to the pits. Not that far. Shortest track of the year. Here in Monaco.
Well, virtual safety car ending.
Wish our timing screens could show that.
And we've gone green. This is what happened.
Oh, he just locked it. Went straight onto the wall. Just out of shot as well there. Here's Gregory Saucy. Yellow sector 1 down at Sandevot. So who's gone straight on? I can't actually see. So far, it looked like an ART, I think. Oh, it could be a Prema.
Yeah.
I think it's Prema.
It was a white. It had white on it.
Yeah.
I saw that.
So it's a Prema then. It could be Beganovic. We'll double check as soon as we get the angles back. There's my Boria now. 42. Oh, nearly touched the wall. The exit of Portier. Yeah, that's still out. That first sector, yeah. Boyer's second sector time's coming up shortly as he comes out to back. Is it quick? Well, it's not telling us, despite the fact that we've passed that sector point. There we go. 3 seconds
Very
up.
quick.
Soft tyres work.
There's traffic though.
Yeah. Oh, and it's spoilt the lap. Huge traffic coming into Rascasse. And that's not allowed. So this is why we segregate qualifying after 2011 in Formula 2, or GP2 back then, where we had, I think, 5 red flags in a half-hour session. Yellow sector 1 again. And that is everybody's favourite corner, Sandevot. Whoa!
Whoa!
Colin Pinto getting it so wide, coming out of coming out of the last corner into Anthony Noakes. We've got double yellows as Colin Pinto's gone top, but someone's in the wall.
They're in
It's
the barrier.
Sandevot. Yep, double yellows mean slow down, and you will have to go to your speed limit delta through that section now. New rule this weekend, the FA brought in across all classes. Double yellows now have a speed limit. I'm surprised it's not going to bring out a red flag, you know. But I want to see cars doing one by ones. Yanni Montoya as well. Goes P7. Gray goes 13th with 30.2. Beganovic is up in the Prema.
Oh,
Green.
gone green.
Nice. You see, look, soft tyres compared to wets. I think we've got every version of tyre out there on the circuit right now. Beganovic being held up now massively by the 28. Beganovic's time, so that's Garcia. Beganovic goes second. He lost a second, but stuck behind Garcia.
Oh,
Too slow, fastest.
yeah, 129.894. Let's have a look at Colin Pinto's.
Whoa,
On
just
the
touched
wet.
it.
This is what happened at turn 1. The number 6 of
Go
Oliver
left.
Go.
Well, surely he's damaged the front end of the tyre. Oh, he's just damaged the wing. These Formula 3 cars are made of steel.
Looks like they are today. 55 seconds to go in
So
this
much
track
traffic.
session.
Colette's been held up massively now on his lap time.
Yeah.
Too slow fastest, 129.8. Oh, on the wet stuff as well across the line as the sun comes out here in Monaco. Time's getting deleted for track limits as well. We can't tell you who they are, what they are, because it's not working at the moment. Great shot of Beau Rivage towards Massenet. Oh, you can tell this is F1's first time directing as well. They're just using these today as like a practice to get ready for tomorrow. You know, the coverage is going to we think it's good now. It's going to dramatically improve by the time we get to race day on Sunday.
Oh,
Today is just the
They-
learning shots.
the F3 Twitter has just given me a perfect. They've done the camera shot that's looking up the hill
Oh, yeah.
and said this view is something else. So I'm gonna say this timing screen is something else.
There's the view. Open up for you on tweet deck. Checker flag is out. Session is over. Let's hope Formula 2's timing screen loads in, and F3's has just been broken for 45 minutes. Maney goes top.
Hopefully.
128.793.
Oh.
Boyer,
Boyer.
128.190. Frederick third, 129.154. Colapinto
Colapinto again.
out of Anthony Noakes, touching the wall. Second time he's done that. Cross the line, goes top still. 126.919. Kyle Collette third. Is that up into fifth position as well? Smith, Taylor Smith. Mini's on a time, fastest in sectors 1. Montoya third. Mini into the last corner. Oh, he too touches the wall. DRS open, across the line. Paula on, 9th, Mini top. 126.686. And that's everyone. Browning up to 12th. As times, Bogdanovich 6th. And now it's everyone with the flags out. So times improving at the last second on dry tyres. Still no sign of where we had the yellows. Well, at this point I'd run through the entire session for you and sign off, but I can't do that because we haven't got all the data that we need up here in the commentary box because it's been completely broken. Sign of things to come. We'll see when we get to F2 later. Good time there, I think, for Mini. 126.686. Straight off the mark.
Definitely get faster tomorrow in qualifying. If it stays dry, and I believe it's going to stay dry.
It's rain on Saturday and Sunday, isn't it?
Yes.
The races.
Which will be chaos because it's Monaco at the end of the day.
I hope we get a standing start. I'd rather the rain go away because if I've waited over 20 years to get that camera angle back and I can't see it, I will be furious.
Well, if you count Porsches as well, I think you've got 7 camera angles like that.
Yeah, so many. Can't wait to see it as well. Let's have a look at Gabriel Mini then down into the Lowe's hairpin. Locked up the front. No, that's perfect. What's he done wrong then? Exit? Slides at the rear?
The exit, yeah.
Couldn't see much difference at the back there, but looks to be okay for me. Gabriel Mini then tops the session for High-Tech Pulse 8. And practice starts on the grid with the lights. That looks brilliant. I've waited years to see that angle again. Why Italian Monte Carlo just couldn't give us it, I don't know.
You'll get 6 lights out because Porsches only have 1 race.
That is true. Baby Saucy gets a good getaway.
No Porsche activity on the Saturday.
None on the Saturday, wow. Yeah, I thought
No.
not.
Practice on the Thursday, qualifying on the Friday, main race on the Sunday.
It's 210 metres from pole down to turn 1 here. Shortest run down to T1. I'm just happy to see the camera angle back from the lights, to be fair. Finally, instead of looking at only the top 2, we get a start of everybody on the grid. We can see everything. Quick getaway from Bortoletto. Oh, and he regretted that, didn't he? He completely regretted that. He's botched the start. The only one you get to practice, he's botched it. Regretted that immediately. Can we get another shot of those lights, please? Our usual TV director. Yeah, no longer the French TV director. Ah, oh, beautiful shot of the harbour. I'll take that. Here's your session results then here in Monaco. It's Gabriel Mini fastest, Franco Colapinto second, Gregory Saucy is in 3rd position as well. 4th for Jose Maria Marti, 5th is Gabriele Bortoletto, 6th Dino Bogdanovich, 7th Sebastian Montoya, 8th Kyle Collette, Maria Boyer 9th, and Tommy Smith in 10th. Reminder the timing tiles are on. Paul Aron 11th, Christian Mansell 12th, Nikita Bedrin 13th, Luke Browning 14th, Caden Frederick 15th, Hugh Bartis 16th, Oliver Gray 17th, Rafaela Villagomez 18th, Sophia Flörsch 19th, Nicola Tusolo is in 20th position. Hunter Yanni 21st, Saka Sullivan 22nd, Ida Cohen 23rd, Leonardo Foraroli 24th, Peter Wisniewski as well is 25th, Taylor Barnard 26th, Alessandro Garcia 27th, Oliver Goeth in 28th, Johnny Edgar 29th, Roberto Ferreira is in 30th. 21 seconds off the pace in the end as well. But it's PMH Racing by Chiru who's topping both ends of the timings, fastest and the slowest here in Monte Carlo. Well, my thanks to Josh T. We'll be back with Formula 2 coming up soon. Richie in the box for that one as well. The harbour now with blue skies and the blue glistenings of Monaco. Formula 3 has been delightful, that's at the timings are fixed. Formula 2 is coming up next here at Monte Carlo. What a view that is, looking out into the harbour and into the ocean as well. Mediterranean looking brilliant. We'll see you back here in around about half an hour. Bye-bye.